Guys, what's the crack? Good evening. I can see my breath here. I'm just down the shed. Hopefully the internet's okay, but I want to tell you, Bitcoin is about to explode to 100k. You got to pay attention to this stuff. For 4 years now, we've been trying to help people understand and position for this event, the Bitcoin Spot ETF and the Bitcoin halving. So Bitcoin going to 100k. This isn't my opinion, okay? This is the opinion of a guy called Adam Back. Now, Adam Back is featured in Bitcoin's white paper, in the actual creation of Bitcoin. He is named and featured. So he might know a thing or two about this technology. Just while people are dropping in and hopping on the live, don't forget, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the comment button, let me know where you are, where you're coming in from. And I'll give my introduction. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dinny from Bitcoin With Dinny. And for the last 4 years, we've helped people to understand Bitcoin, to custody their Bitcoin securely and safely, and to help them build their plans to retire early using this amazing technology. Some of our clients have already achieved this, and many of them are on their journey, on their way. The most important thing with Bitcoin is education and taking responsibility. Never give your money to someone else. Even if it's me and I ask for your money, don't send it to me. We teach you how to fish, we don't fish for you. Okay, so if you send Bitcoin to anyone on the internet, even if you think you know them, you'll never get it back, whether it's for mining or trading or Forex or any other opportunity. You're being scammed. That's just for the new people that are coming into the space as we come into the next bull market. So I want to tell you why Adam Back thinks Bitcoin is going to 100 and it's going to explode to 100k, and he thinks it's going to happen before the Bitcoin's halving. Okay, this is important information. This is why I call it retiring early. Okay, because of all the things you can do with your money, like leave it in a bank, like put it in a pension. Okay, don't get me started on pensions. I think they're an absolute scam. You take all the risks, someone else makes all the money. Doesn't seem fair to me. But most people, they outsource their thinking, they outsource their wealth creation, and that's why they never actually create wealth. What I do is, I teach people, teach you everything that I've done, okay, to go from caravan to being in control of my own life, in control of my own finances, and working is optional. Now, full disclosure, I love working. I'm busier than I've ever been. I'm running 5 businesses, but that's by choice. I like this. I like the hustle. I need to work. I enjoy work. Okay, but a lot of people hate working. They literally hate it. They just want to spend time with their family. Okay, and they don't like their job, and they don't like their career, and they don't like that it owns them. Well, guys, take responsibility for your own finances. Make yourself rich instead of making the rent-seeking financial system wealthier. Banks are rich enough. So I want to talk to you a little bit. Have I done all my things? Yeah, I've done my introduction, blah, 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 blah. By the way, I'm sitting here in front of my car because I was just down admiring it. I got my calipers painted Bitcoin orange. I shared them on my Instagram story if you want to check them out. I think they're unreal looking. You can let me know. I know it's probably not good light there. But, and she got a nice ceramic coating, so it's looking sick. And I don't know, some of the lads might understand this. Like, I'll happily just come down to the shed and just look at a motorbike for a while, or look at my car. To me, that's an evening spelt well. Nikki, what's the story, man? Drop in a comment. Let me know who's on there. Who's on what day is today? Saturday evening. Boom. So the reason Adam Back thinks Bitcoin is going to explode. Now, I'm going to give you a little fact. Okay? This happened yesterday. All right? And most people aren't paying attention to this, but you guys are fortunate that you found this channel. Some people won't find this channel for 5 years, and it will still be packed full of value. Okay, but you have a huge advantage by finding this channel today and actually actioning what you learn. And as usual, if you need help to do it, if you want the fast track, if you want the shortcut, go on to Bitcoin With Dinny. Watch what we do in our Retire Early Club. We literally take you to early retirement, okay? Or with our consulting in the done for yous. We literally do it all for you. But enough plugging myself. Yesterday there was 12,000 Bitcoins purchased. 12,000 in one day. How many Bitcoin was created yesterday? How many was mined? Was it 12,000? No. 10? No. 5,000? No. 2,000? No. 900 Bitcoins were created yesterday. 12,000 were sold. Now, the difference between Bitcoin and gold, or iPhones, or bonds, okay, or property, is that as the demand goes up for anything, as the demand goes up for houses, we build more houses. Then we build too much and there's a big crash. As the demand goes up for stocks, what do? We split the stocks. We dilute the stocks. Okay? So as the demand increases for iPhones, we make more iPhones. The price of gold goes up, meaning the demand is going up for gold, causing the price to go up. What do? We dig deeper. We mine more gold. People who have jewellery sell their gold. I done that in 2000. I remember the price of gold was soaring. I had a necklace from an ex-girlfriend that I hadn't worn in years. I brought it into a gold shop. He said, this thing's worth 500 quid. I was like, wow, she really liked me. Maybe it wasn't 500, I can't remember what it was. It was a lot of money back then though, to me. Might have been 300. I think it was 4. Anyway, I digress. So, as the demand goes up for most things, we make more of them, and that causes price suppression. As the demand goes up for Bitcoin, this is the first thing people, I go on about this a lot, but a lot of you at the back aren't listening, you aren't absorbing this, okay? That's why you're dollar cost averaging a tenner a week into Bitcoin, and putting the rest of your money into inferior assets, right? As the demand goes up for Bitcoin, the supply can't change. It's unaffected. It's the first thing that humans have created that has this dynamic. Nothing else has this, okay? So as the demand goes up for Bitcoin, we can't make more of it. The only variable is the price of Bitcoin has to change, okay? And that's why people are like, I don't believe Bitcoin can go to 100 grand. Now, I went live on the wrong page a second ago, and I started using expletives for your beliefs. But your beliefs don't matter, okay? A lot of people didn't believe Bitcoin could get to 10 grand. And a lot of people didn't believe Bitcoin could ever get to 1 grand. And a lot of people didn't believe Bitcoin could ever get to 100. And a lot of people didn't believe Bitcoin could ever get to $1 or €1, okay? That's why if you go back and look at all the forums as I have, you'll see people selling it back then because they never believed it could. But your beliefs are irrelevant. Bitcoin is math, okay? When I was in school, I done ordinary level math. And I was an average ordinary level math student. I had to get grinds off my uncle just to get me through the leaving cert. But even I can understand this, folks. Okay? Because it's just really basic math. Okay? It's a supply-demand crunch. If there's 12,000 Bitcoin purchased in a day and 900 are created in a day, I think you can see what's happening here. Now, the way it works is, there's some Bitcoin sitting on shelves. Okay? But once those shelves run out, people, okay, now we've got what's called a squeeze. And it's a squeeze to the upside that the price has to correct, and it probably corrects a lot. And that's why Adam Back thinks, remember, a guy who's mentioned in Bitcoin's white paper, okay? That's why Adam Back thinks that Bitcoin is going to 100K before the Bitcoin halving. Now, if you understand what the Bitcoin halving is, you know that in all previous Bitcoin halvings, the price has gone up. Hundreds of %. So that's what's coming if we follow the same pattern as previous halvings. And why would we? Well, has the demand for Bitcoin gone up? Dinny, didn't you just tell us there was 12,000 sold yesterday and only 900 were created? Well, what happens after the Bitcoin halving? What is the Bitcoin halving? The Bitcoin halving is when the supply of Bitcoin cuts by 50%. It happens every 4 years for the rest of your life, okay? I say again, Bitcoin is the most important thing that you should pay attention to if you want to have more time doing the things you love with the people you love and having the crack. Okay, because there is nothing else with a dynamic like this. Now, nothing you hear is financial advice. You want advice, book in, and I'll be able to give you advice particular to you. This is just me and the internet dropping some Dinny bombs to give you some value, so that you guys can, so that no one can ever say, Dinny, why didn't you help people? Okay, because my mission for the last 20 years since I've been an entrepreneur is just give value to the world. Give as much value as you can. It's an abundant world. And people say, Dinny, you give away far too much. You give away way too much. You think you're getting value for what I give away for free? When you're on the inside, you really see what we do, okay? We kick your ass. I have to speak to you as, I can't speak to you the way I'd like to, but when you come into my circle, now you're paying me to make sure you get results. Okay, so you're not paying me to be a friend, you're paying me to make sure you get the results. So I'll tell you what you need to hear, not what you necessarily want to hear. But anyway, on the outside I'm all nice to you. So, there's 900 Bitcoin created a day. When the halving happens, this is in 60 days time, that drops to 450 Bitcoins created. So 12,000 Bitcoins purchased in a day, and we're making 450. It's like 14 times more than are being created. That's why Bitcoin is going to 100K. This is just simple basic math, and hindsight will be 2020. And when the spot Bitcoin ETF came out, retail were loving it, and then retail dropped off when the price dropped off. And I'm just like, I've been live for 2 years in the bear market teaching people about this, and then the price goes down, and nobody takes action. Where's all the retail people? My courses are rammed full of people as the price is pumping, and when the price is a massive dump, it's crickets. Retail people, you need to learn, okay? Sorry for blowing the head off yous. If you want to get rich, you got to buy things when they're cheap. If you run with the herd, it's the easy way to do things. That means, oh, everybody's doing it, I'll do it. Yeah, but if you want to get rich, you buy things when they're cheap. It's the same Bitcoin that was €1, fundamentally hasn't changed now. and it's valued at almost $50,000. Okay? Nothing has changed in the Bitcoin, only the price. So as a savvy investor, why do you use the price as your value indicator? It's the stupidest thing you can do. Price is not value. Okay? Fundamentals are where the value is. Look at Metcalfe's law. Look at the halving. Look at the stock to flow. And let me talk about stock to flow for a second. Because we've got people peddling gold. Oh, gold. And even in my comments on the videos, oh, gold has been trusted for thousands of years as a store of value. Yeah. Well, the horse was trusted for thousands of years as the mode of transport. Guess what? Look at that. Now we drive them. What are you picking? A horse or that? No, this got invented. So now we drive cars. All right? Or another one. Genius in the comments. Quantum computing is a threat to Bitcoin. Big threat to Bitcoin. It's like, hello, genius. Quantum computing is a massive threat to your bank account, not Bitcoin. So don't just, and I hate it, people just regurgitate nonsense they read online because they're too lazy to do any work. All right? Get your ass into my office. And I will explain all this to you in 90 minutes. And all your nonsense that you have in your head that you think, I'll blow all that out of the water, okay? Or just go and read 5 Bitcoin books. Because it's all nonsense. You're just being gaslighted. And you're the one that's not going to retire early by swallowing the gaslight. Alright? So it's in your own interest. It's in the interest of your children that you're not such an ignorant asshole. Now I know most of you guys aren't. And I probably shouldn't say this. But yeah, I'm speaking a little bit more candidly. Okay, to try and help you realize what you need to know. Most of you guys get all this, so disregard it. I'm not abusing the Bitcoin with Dinny fan base. I'm sort of speaking when you share this video to one of your mates who's like, I don't believe in Bitcoin. Share them this! And they'll be like, he's a raving, shouting lunatic. So, well, screw it. I retired early. I've done it under 40. What have you done, chap? I had nothing. Zero. Okay, so anyone could do it. No excuses. No clickbait headlines. Do your own work. Rather than giving your money into a pension, which is the easy thing to do, all right, and you take all the risk and you make someone else rich, well, if you're going to take all the risk, why not make yourself rich? That was how I understood it back in the first day when my accountant says, okay, yeah, we can put all this money into the pension, and he explained them and the returns and all the way the money's locked up. I was like, give me the damn money. I'll take the hit in the tax today because I can turn it into much more money if I have the money. So it's worth learning this stuff for yourself. Bitcoin is not difficult. It takes a little bit to learn and understand it, but Bitcoin is for everyone. I can explain Bitcoin to you in a consultation in 90 minutes, and I can give you a plan that you can do for 10 years, okay? That has high likelihood of retiring you early, and I might even do it before then. 90 minutes, start to finish. Okay? I can't teach you how to pick stocks in 90 minutes. I can't teach you how to be a property investor in 90 minutes. I can't teach you how to trade gold in 90 minutes. And this is the beauty of Bitcoin. It's just most people they can't see the wood for the trees, or they just regurgitate nonsense. Don't do it. Stock to flow, people. Okay, let me have a sip of water. While you do your daily exercise and hit the like button, have a Saturday evening. It's good to have a good crew here. Hit the like button there. Let's try and push this algorithm and get this content in front of more people. No-coiners, we call them. Or I call them pre-coiners. Because like the internet, like you're all on the internet now, it's funny. I try and orange pill as many people as I can, especially influencers, because I know influencers have a reach and an audience, and they're going to help orange pill more people, okay? And the reason is, people need to understand Bitcoin. It's the only thing that's going to save your future. And in hindsight, people would be like, Dinny was so generous, but today people are like, we have this greed mindset of he's talking his own book, he just wants Bitcoin to go up and me to buy it so his is worth more. I don't need your money. I have enough money, okay? But you need to understand Bitcoin. When you start to understand money and the world and where we're trending, and so people can comment below if you've done the work and you understand how big Bitcoin is. Comment so the no-coiners and the pre-coiners can get this. But everyone will use Bitcoin, just like everyone uses the internet. And when I reach out to influencers, they're like, nah, I don't believe in it. I'm just going to stick to gold. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're living off grid and everything, but you have this Instagram channel where you share it and you do it all online. All right. So you're a massive hypocrite. Can you not see this? And Bitcoin will be the same. Like, no one has a choice not to use the internet today. All right, and no one will have a choice not to use Bitcoin in the future. It just might take 20 years. But by choosing to understand it today, well, you won't have to work in 20 years. You probably won't have to work in 10 years, and that's the opportunity. Stock to flow. Gold, Bitcoin has almost twice the stock to flow as gold. So people say gold is rare and gold hasn't beaten inflation in nearly 10 years, I don't think. Okay? So gold hasn't beaten inflation in years. That's what it's designed to do. It's broken. Why is it broken? Well, because digital gold is being invented. It's like if you've got Blockbuster and you're like, oh, well, people always just buy their DVDs here. We're the company. And it's like, yeah, but Netflix got invented there 5 years ago. That's why your stock is plummeting. And then like 5, 6, it was 8 years they went to bankruptcy. So 3 years later, sorry, we're now in bankruptcy. No one has bought our stock because there's this Netflix thing. Don't think in the past, people. It really punishes you. Okay? Think of where the world is going. That's what investors do. You've got to be flexible in your mindset. You've got to have a beginner's mindset. You've got to always be willing to be wrong and always want to learn. And then it doesn't matter what your IQ is. Okay? It doesn't matter what you got in your leaving cert. Okay? None of them things matter. If you want to get rich, you got to be flexible in your thinking and hungry to learn. Okay? And that's it. That's all you need. So, the stock to flow of Bitcoin has doubled that of, oh, we have an alarm here. Let me just turn that off. Reminding me, take me supplements. Take your supplements, folks. Stock flow of Bitcoin is double that of gold. Okay? Then it'll go to 4 times that of gold. So Bitcoin is so much more scarce than gold. Gold is scarce, but not since Bitcoin has been invented. The stock to flow of Bitcoin is unparalleled with everything. It's hardness. Okay? And capital, store of value assets, is worth 400 trillion. That's just capital that's trying to stay, it's looking for hardness. Well, Bitcoin is the hardest thing on the planet, and every 4 years, it doubles in its hardness. So people, Bitcoin's going to 100k. It's just basic math. Adam Back thinks we're going to explode there in under the next 60 days. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't care. It won't affect my strategy one bit. It will affect yours though, because you're going to operate out of FOMO unless you've been on the Bitcoin with Dinny channel. So I encourage you, get a proper education, understand how to manage your risk, understand how to manage your investments, understand that if you hold your phone in your hand and you click buy buttons on your emotions, you're just giving your money to all our clients, because we use strategy, and that's how we outperform all you guys who are just FOMO investors. Don't do it. Spend time in your educations, read 5 Bitcoin books, or get into one of our courses, get into the Retirely Club, we'll teach you everything you know. But spend time on this. You've got such an asymmetric opportunity, people. It's as obvious. It's just super basic math. The supply is higher than the demand. What do you think happens to the price? I'll give you a clue. Anyway, I have things to do. It's Saturday evening. I come down here just to have a look at my car for a few minutes. And some of you might understand that. Sometimes I'll just come down and look at the motorbike. Stand there, have a good look at it. Bit of crack. It's chilly enough here, so I better get out of here. I can see my own breath. Guys, thanks for being here. Points on Bitcoin with Dinny when we go over 100k. Points tomorrow, lads. Big session tomorrow. Liverpool, someone. No, it's United Villa. I'm a Villa man. Gonna have to get a few Guinness to watch that. Anyway, have a super evening, guys. Thanks for being here. Share this content with as many pre-coiners as you can. Okay? People who don't believe in Bitcoin. As if your beliefs matter. Right, Dinny out.